Alrighty, so Resident Evil Requiem. I'm a little later than I wanted to be, but whatever. Let's get into it. Spoilers ahead, this isn't really going to be a review, just some thoughts I want to share. Leon. It was about 30% through the game I texted my friend my thoughts. I love that Leon is still Leon. Cheesy one-liners and all. But at the same time, he's just so over it. Like he's just going through the motions, like sure, this may as well happen, I don't even care anymore. But then things change in that regard when he has to protect Grace. I mean, he's still tired, but his protective instinct overrides everything else. And he doesn't flirt with her, that's refreshing. Now Grace I really liked. I thought she was a good Resident Evil protagonist. She made a few weird choices I'll talk about later. Real fast, I want to talk about the two different styles of gameplay between her and Leon. With Grace, you get more classic survival horror like Resident Evil 7. With Leon, you got the more action-oriented style of Resident Evil 4. I did not expect these styles to get along so well going back and forth, but I think it really worked. The perspective shift was the strangest part for me. I think it was something about Grace's voice that made it feel a little strange to play her in first person, but I still preferred that over third person in her case, because it was scarier and clearly what they intended. So I don't know, maybe they just needed to work on the sound design. I liked the bare minimum HUD as well. So story stuff. Personally, I loved going back to Raccoon City and seeing Leon's reactions. My friend, who has been a Resident Evil fan for way longer than I have, did not think it hit as hard as it should have. So, I don't know, different strokes I guess. I loved it, but it should have been longer, and the sequence where you gather the detonator should have been shorter. That was strange pacing. Now with Grace, alright, we got a couple of things. First, she goes to get Emily to read the braille on the buttons, but she could have just done some trial and error. That would have been faster and safer for everyone. I also think she should have been a bit more concerned after first finding her, but it's fine. My real problem there was that they could have had a better excuse for getting Emily out of there and taken by the girl. The girl was awesome though, great enemy. Though they were picky about which kind of light hurt her. I don't know why the flashlight didn't at least slow her down. Now, having a child to protect is a great device for me, but Resident Evil has done that a couple of times now, so it's starting to get stale. I liked that she was blind, that made it more unique. But still, I don't think they can do it again. I actually didn't have a problem with her surrendering to the bad guys after what happened with Emily. She was just done with everything at that point. It made sense for me. Though wannabe Wesker was dumb. And then all the way at the end, when Grace pulls out the disc her mom left behind the painting, of course I knew that would come back, but dude, she still had it on her? After being kidnapped twice, surviving the helicopter crash, crawling through various tunnels, fighting monsters. Seriously? Of all the Resident Evil bullshit, this still stands out. Would have been better if it changed hands a couple times before this scene. Alright, I think that was most of it. I liked the final reveal of what Elpis was. Oh wait, they were talking about memory transfer stuff. I think that's a good plot device, but didn't they already kind of do this in Revelations 2? I might be misremembering. Oh, and is the BSAA still a thing? I thought Resident Evil 7 said they disbanded and Chris joined some revival umbrella security thing. I was confused about that. So yeah, that's about it. What did you all think of Requiem? I liked it a lot. It had problems, of course, but overall I connected to the characters, the gameplay was fun, and it had an interesting plot, flaws and all. That's all I ask of any game. So that's it for now, my friends. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to comment and like. I'll see you later. Also, Claire's Leon's best love interest, Ada sucks, no further questions.